Streaming now? Oh gosh, that was the countdown. Welcome to Draigtir. And we are, what is this, episode 12?
I think so.
13? Ooh. It's going to curse us. Yeah, but
this section.
we're back. And we're streaming this one, which is great. So, some things happened. We have a Tom, but we have no Rochelle. So,
she died.
We have no elf.
You will never see her again.
I did not have to
No,
No.
no, we can go.
Our viewers can take a joke, goddammit.
Yeah, they're fine. They've dealt with.
Yeah. We love you. That's why we killed Rochelle.
Yeah. Well, anywho, the party just did some things, and I'll let Andres tell you more about that.
Yeah. Okay, should I start from Tagatha?
Yes.
Okay.
Make sure to use your full title. It's very important.
Of course. Tagatha, the bitch, drew the party into the clutches of swarming blights, but thanks to help from Bronwyn, they managed to fight them off. Bronwyn lacked confidence, but her training and inherited heirlooms helped save the party from disaster. Being unable to escape, Tagatha the bitch tried to deceive Laminaria, mentioning safe passage from her sisters and access to esoteric magical items collected over decades. Unable to trust the hag's word, Laminaria destroyed her. Yeah! The threat defeated, the party went down into the grove, finding themselves calmed and at peace. The berries were all edible, and there were perhaps 3 potions of healing that could be made from the herbs that naturally grew within. Before this could be harvested, Farah the ghost was suddenly walking with them. She delighted in the place and spoke to Kelek. She described how this place was somewhere her and her nomadic druid family favored, and how she played hide and seek with her brother here. Her clan was friends with the Kirin that presided over the place. As Farah disappeared, the Kirin came near, limping painfully. She spoke into... How do you pronounce that again? Neve?
Eve, yes.
Okay. She spoke into Neve's mind, asking her party to come near and share her healing energy. The Kirin introduced herself as Parimea, and told how she was prepared to aid the Bloodline Guardian since being very young generations ago. She assisted Neve in the formal ritual to become a sanctified paladin of Frigg, and offered to become sisters, a high honor to those of Frigg's faith. She also shared that she had been told by Frigg herself of what the Bloodline Guardian was. With a hand of shielding and a hand of striking, the Guardian would bring in an age of moral virtue to the land. Parimia insisted that Neve was this Guardian, and promised to come to her and aid when Neve gained the ability to summon her spirit from afar. When asked how she had been injured, Parimia described a hooded male elf with cold eyes and long dark hair. Only it was not an elf. Before Parimia could run, the elf lashed out in the form of an ancient dragon, slashing her side and leg. She managed to escape, but the wound would not fully heal, even all this time later. Parimia suspected there was some form of hateful magic in its claws, but believed that Neve could heal her someday. Meanwhile, Bronwyn and Kelek enjoyed a walk in the grove to the place noted by Farah. When they got near, Kelek saw markings that glowed silver to his eyes. Thanks to his connection with the ghost, he was able to understand their meaning. The free people walk in cool waters. Bronwyn noted that ancient druids of this area did call themselves that, but wondered what cool waters could mean. The cinder was buried in the soil, and the sickle responded, its enchantment growing stronger with this deed.
Yes. So, it is nighttime and you are having your long rest. There's some stuff you can do here in this grove whilst you're resting. One of which would be herb gathering. Who is good at that?
That's survival, I'm assuming?
Yeah, or herbalism. In this case, yeah.
I'm decent at survival. I have a +5.
I think alchemist tool could work as well.
I am not a man of tools.
Oh, that's the point. So, Tom, I imagine you were working with your father all this time. Yeah. What
Mm.
was it oppressed? Is that what was happening? Ah. um. So I would say that probably it came up with it came up then at some point. Lord Ravenbell would have come down to your father's forge and told you where the rest of the party went, and your father was very interested in the sword that the orc held, um, and would like to see it. So he asked you to go help them out and bring it back for him to look at. It wouldn't be the first time one of our line has gone to an orc for a sword. Say. That's right. Irredeemably evil they all are. Came over without passports. Anyway,
Of course. I mean, they don't know what passports are, and
yep. So anyway, he sends you out to come and catch up with the party, and I'll say you end up following the directions given by Lord Ravenbell, and end up finding the party and this grove. So you come down into it, drag you on, and this place in the starlight, absolutely beautiful. And the first thing you see is a giant, well, not too giant, but a large sort of horned four-legged creature. Roll, I want to say religion or nature. See if you know what it is. Oh, you are aware of what this is. This is Kirin, and from what you're aware, there are good spirits, um, often closely tied with nature, and they tend to be a force for good wherever they appear. And this one is lying down with the party, and seeming to be healing them with its aura. And as you start approaching it, lifts its head and stares at you. It doesn't say anything, but you can feel its presence is very calming. Um, um, Neve, are you? Is your
Sorry.
character asleep at this point or no?
She might well be. She might well be asleep.
What does that tell me?
Is it night?
roll a
Was it-
d100.
We'll say it's like
Mm.
we'll say it's about an hour into your sort of long rest, so you wouldn't be quite as yet.
Yeah, she's probably asleep.
Okay. Well, uh, well, having no other way to contact you telepathically, the Kirin just kind of bows its nose towards you in a gesture of peace. Um, so you can approach if you wish and begin a long rest. The ones who are still awake probably would be Bronwyn and Kellek, who are gathering some herbs.
Yep.
Kellek, I need 3 either nature or herbalism kit rolls for herb.
So is survival out of the question?
Oh, sorry, survival or well, you can have survival, nature, or
herbalism? Okay.
yeah.
I shall use survival, because that's the best one.
I think you have a bonus to some. Anyway, okay.
To nature, I do, but it's still lower.
Yeah. Okay. So you do. So you basically make your rounds of the grove, Bronwyn. Actually, I was gonna check. No, she does not. Okay. Cannot help you. But yeah, you successfully gather the ingredients for the healing potions I mentioned. And you can either take that to a herbalist and get them to make potions at half cost, or someone who, one of you guys could also do that if you have herbalism. You're the one who's awake, so you might want to explain to Drewmore what's going on.
To be sure. What's your name? Drewmore? I mean,
You're
maybe.
Drew
Drew
Barrymore? Drew
Uh,
Barrymore?
Drewmore, was it? Right. Oh, to be sure, we're here for that too. You see, we got a little sidetracked. Apparently, Neve. Well, I don't know how much I know about this. Neve really likes this Karen creature. So we're spending the night here. Don't rightly know what you mean.
Yep.
Interesting way of saying it.
Kieran lets you nestle into her mane, and
Probably not. Probably not. Well, your beard just reaches your feet. Not normally. Not when when sleeping just on grass. To be sure.
Bronwyn just gives you a kind of quizzical look. It's like, so, you do have some characters in your group, don't you?
To be sure.
So make sure if you do have Tourette's, fuck off, or don't.
Or don't, you know.
But anyway, make sure to put the herbs in your bag somewhere.
Yes. What should I name them?
Very maybe enchant healing herb, healing potion.
Enchanted.
Times,
Sorry.
enchanted herbs for healing potions.
Oh, okay.
×3.
Kinda does.
But yeah, you do notice as you're harvesting them that they almost crackle with life as you pick them. You can feel there's like residual magic that stays sorry that stays with it. Um, that stays with it after you pluck them off the tree, and they start regrowing almost immediately.
Oh,
And you can sort of see it and almost hear it with your ears. In fact, with your ears, because your perception is so high, you do hear them growing immediately as you pluck them.
damn.
Yeah, just with like a stretching sound, straining sound.
This place really is magic, eh? I can literally hear the plants growing.
You can, and Bronwyn leans close, goes,
Aye.
"God,
Just pay attention. Maybe get close to it. It should help.
and she puts her ear close to the plant and just like shocked.
Mm.
She's like, but yeah, the rest of the night would follow pretty uneventfully. This is a very safe area under divine protection, as it were. And so yeah, feel free to take your long rest, and if you have any points of exhaustion, you remove 2. So what's your plan for the orcs? Are we going in the day or the nighttime? What would be your preference?
So, are the orcs likely to just attack on sight?
From what you've been told, probably would. They've been, I would say, raiding nearby settlements and farm buildings, killing any they come across.
So maybe use the cover of night for sneaking up to them?
Estimates of their numbers that you would have been told before are upwards of 20.
Quite a few.
Yes. It's a small but formidable band as far as orcs go. So it's up to you guys what approach you want to take with it.
Well,
but they're apparently holed up. Just to remind you, they're apparently holed up in an old ruin of a moon temple. So the reason why this was of interest to you guys is there's that came across other moon ruins in the sewer. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. So what does everyone else think? I think sneaking is probably a good idea, especially since Oren is not here to object to it. Interesting. I guess I'll
I could just imagine it for how long it takes to take off like heavy armor. He's just there taking off more and more, and it's just maybe he starts with his feet, And he's just like like ridiculously slow.
Especially for mail,
So
it's weird that it takes that long.
yeah, like chainmail's pretty easy to
Yeah, it's just like a
take.
heavy sweater.
Yeah. Um, but yeah. So you're thinking sneaking. Are you going to use the cover of night? So
Maybe,
if you
but
left as soon as the sun came up, you'd probably get there at around midday. But you could delay till the afternoon if you want to get there in the cover of.
right. So half of our party or more is not conducive to sneaking.
Hmm.
So maybe instead of that, we should just make an entrance. Instead of not being seen, make sure we are being seen, and challenge the chieftain or something. You know, make them be scared of fighting us, but also the chieftain cannot refuse the opportunity to prove to everyone just how much of a tough guy he is. Well, it's either that or fight his 20 orcs, right? Maybe we can try to spread them out.
Bronwyn chimes in and goes, "So what you need is a distraction." You know, the
Yes.
more I think about it, the more interesting these ruins seem to me. I could act as that distraction. And then, besides, I knew that these ruins were there, but I've never been myself.
You know, I not a big fan of the idea of using you as a distraction.
You go for it.
She goes,
I don't say that.
I don't even know what you said, but yes.
what did you say?
Oh, I said go for it.
She goes, I've never had someone worry about my safety before. Well, not since my parents, anyway. It's quite, kind of goes red. Just trails off.
I'm sure no one's. You haven't proposed to anyone to be bait for a band
Proposed?
of. No. Language barrier. You know. Used to gnomish. Anyway, you've never told anyone you want to be bait for a band of orcs, right? So people are naturally worried of that.
Well, understandably, orcs can be quite formidable in numbers. Never fought one. Read about them.
Right. Well, anyways, Oren would probably make a good distraction, right? He would probably enjoy it.
Oh, if only he was,
The thing is, I really think he would enjoy fighting a bunch of orcs.
he probably would. How many orcs could he take? Take safely? I don't know.
In a
Couple of
fight?
few? Yeah. Well,
I'm glad no one got the joke.
Close my game.
I
might be
see.
a struggle. What if myself and Oren went together?
But anyway,
Why is that different?
it's dwarven dwarven math. They get it wrong. Anyway,
Heard of middle math?
I
dear.
see.
it was 8 orcs that night, was it? This is horrible.
My prayers are with your grandmother. My prayers are with your grandmother's spirit. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that aside, I reckon I could take a few of them. Um. Ooh. As long as, as long as my armor's intact.
Let's.
Really depends.
We really shouldn't go there anyway. Mm.
But yeah, she goes, I'm willing to do that, and besides, I'd have the added bonus of being able to look at the ruins. But the fact that you
you know,
guys would be that you
I
would be making it safe would allow me to go see it at my leisure, though, safely. I don't know.
yes. I do. I do think the original deal was you'd stay here. You would, wait for us at the Grove.
Perhaps I should. Yes, that was the plan.
Um, I vote we stick to the plan. I'm sure we can create a distraction and fight the chieftain on our own. We'll be fine.
All right. Well,
No.
you'd better stay safe too, then.
Yes,
Besides,
we have a dwarf with us now. We'll be fine.
we have much to discuss when we return.
Right. To be
Yes,
sure. Well, everything seems that way for a dwarf, doesn't it?
Wow. There's no need to fight. Come well, it was mainly just about looking at my collection when we get back, and we've got things we want to do, don't we?
Oh, it's
Artifacts?
very interesting historical artifacts and some of the magical.
Neat.
It's really, really good.
Well, the one I'm wearing is one that I've inherited, but there are many types of armor in my collection. Ooh, make a smithing. I want to say intelligence. Yeah, go ahead. Roll it
Is
intelligence
the
for
naked
smithing.
dwarf.
I hope he's clothed at this point. Yes. Yeah. Are you also proficient in history? Holy shit. Add your proficiency of that as well. So I'll take it to what, 24? Yeah. Yeah, I'd say you could add both proficiency mods. So you look at armor and you recognize it from some of your studies of ancient pieces of armor. You recognize this one as being worn uh, by a hero of old. Let me just see, which one would it be? I'm gonna have to get into Arthurian legend. What was the name of? Uh, Hang on. Ah. So,
Face comes were a mistake.
what was a mistake?
Face comes. Using face comes.
Face cams.
Yep.
Well, you.
Yep.
What happened? I haven't got the whole. I haven't got both. Oh dear. What? Edit it to make
You
it
do.
like bigger.
You have to, yes.
Wow. Well, anyway, so you recognize the armor as belonging to an old knight, well, a knight of old, named Sir Gawain. And according to the story, marriage played a large part in the story, and the long and the short of it is that there was essentially a hag who tricked Sir Gawain into marrying her and giving him sort of an impossible task. What eventually happened, though, is Sir Gawain committed to the marriage, and the magic of the god Lothin transformed the hag into a beautiful mortal, and they both basically lived happily ever after.
So trick someone into being your husband and you will become beautiful.
Well, it was more his honor and commitment is what transformed her, if that makes
True.
sense.
We don't make the rules.
Well, I mean, there's ugly and then there's hag ugly. So, I mean,
Fair.
it's basically the story of, if you know Arthurian legend, it's basically the story of Sir Gawain and Dame Ragnell.
I don't, but yes.
We don't talk about that. but no, it might be. I can't remember. But yeah, she, as you're inspecting it, you recognize it. She goes on to say, "This armor's been in my family for generations. It was made for a member of my family, so I'm to believe. It apparently dates back to some of the founding legends of this land." Yeah. From your inspection, you can also tell that mechanically, right now, it's essentially +1 plate armor right now. However, you get the feeling that there's more to this, like more could be brought out of this armor, perhaps in the right circumstances. There's you couldn't reheat this armor. It I'm sorry, but to change its form would be.
I don't
Oh, go ahead.
remember. I didn't remember our dwarf friend being this creepy before.
Oh no, he's fairly creepy. I have known you and your father for a few years, so it doesn't really surprise me. But you hadn't really got the chance to see this armor before. Huh. She goes, I'd prefer if you didn't stare at me whilst... Perhaps you should get dressed first. uh, be that as it may, let's get ready for... Well, you lot, I suppose, have to get ready for the next... for the journey. Well,
That you do. Nope. I don't believe it would be. She's not a fighter. She's just not used to it.
10? I don't know, maybe 5.
I thought she could take on 7. Anyway,
So
well, no, you said 7, no problem. Your stories ain't making sense, man.
it didn't seem like a problem until it was a problem. Anyway. So, let's move on, shall we? Yeah, is there anything else you'd like to do in the day? So I take it you're going in the night, which means you'll have about half a day's downtime to do things you want to do. So say 4 hours or so. What would you want to do in the daytime, in the morning?
Celiac.
Celiac.
Well, Celiac has a bow and a longsword, a longbow and a longsword. Suppose if I had to choose, my longbow.
Oh, there's the sickle too.
Oh yeah, I do have a sickle, a pretty nice sickle. But you know, longbow has reach. Oh, my longbow is just a longbow, trusty, but no magic. I will trust the dwarf with my longbow, despite my better judgment.
He's just still like...
Good to know.
Oh, are you filling him in on the dragon details too?
What dragon details?
Well,
I don't believe so. I mean, we've found a dragon egg, empty. We've also found... No, what have we found? I remember someone talking about a strife dragon, but I don't remember where the fuck that came from.
Oh gosh, it was Oh, Thingy uncovered it in the sewer somehow. Where? How did that go again? Hang on, let me actually look.
Ooh. Don't know what +1 means, but thank you.
Common smithing lingo.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right, it's draw weight.
Who is your forge god, by the way?
That's
Oh yeah.
that's a +1 both to hit and on damage, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Yes. But
I don't know. My already
there
bad
are-
accent gets much worse when you're around.
yeah, there was those three.
Right.
Oh, here it is. It's
Future art.
Brocker. 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 Have you Brocker? Yeah, Brocker of Ivaldi. One of the sons of Ivaldi. So basically, the foremost forge for. Cool. So I'm gonna have to do a bit of fleshing out of that god. But yes, you feel the power of Brocker as he flows through your hands and into the weapon, and over your mini travel anvil, I guess. to and yeah, how long does that take? Oh, okay. Yeah. So we probably got 4 more hours. You can try and collect other useful plants, or perhaps search for interesting things, or gather rations. Up to you.
I'm assuming we have food because we normally have an insane surplus of food, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, and even there's more berries in here too, like enough to make several rations.
Yeah, we have
Or-
a bunch of rations.
Yeah.
To be sure, you know much about nature? Think you could help with gathering herbs? Right. Well,
So
of course. You do
you,
speak a bit weirdly for a dwarf. It's probably because your head, like being so, good. I feel like for the first time I'm playing him with actually 6 charisma. Right.
make I want to say make a survival check with advantage, and we'll say about 4 of them.
4 of them. Okay.
Ooh.
I don't know.
That's random.
Too much walking.
So you get the equivalent of 2 rations of berry. Start
2
with.
rations of berries. Okay.
And then there are some interesting fruits that you do come across, however. 2.
Man, enough berries to eat just berries all day is. That just sounds miserable, like eating only berries.
Not very great, is it?
No, but you can only have that all day. Like, you have to sate your hunger only through berries.
Oh, no.
It could be good berries.
Well, if they're good berries, then you only need one.
Right.
No, it's just a really good berry.
It's just like the size of an apple. Wait, there's no way apples are berries.
Bananas are berries.
I know bananas are berries, but are apples?
I mean, they grow on a tree, not a bush.
No, apples are not a type of berry. They are a pomaceous fruit, which is named after apples.
Mm.
Berries
So what
are a
makes
type of
them
fruit that have
pomaceous?
fleshy, edible outer layers surrounding the seeds. Apples, on the other hand, have a core with seeds in the center and a thick, edible outer layer called the flesh. Okay, that doesn't really help me much.
I was gonna say, they sound the exact same
They
thing.
do. They do sound like the same thing.
Maybe it's to do with the density of the flesh. Density of flesh.
Everything you need to know, is that a berry? I won't keep us with this tangent. I'll just come back when I have a... Okay, fair.
We'll have a short, like a little side piece. Is this a berry?
So I have found. Okay.
Oh. Cucumbers are also berries, and strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries are not.
All right. So let me see.
Yeah.
Where-
Look at this. Wait, I can't even see it. This is terrible. Wait a second. I know. What is this? Like, I don't know. I got it.
Oh.
Like some weird corn bed. No, it's like cornbread
that-
with like cheese and mozzarella. Wait a second. There we go. Oh, look.
Oh.
Oh.
It looks
Ooh.
like fried tofu.
That's what I thought. It looked like fried tofu, but apparently it's cornbread. Some chicken fries. See? Some chicken fries.
Ah.
They all go in the pot together. Hey, I'm gonna keep these.
Yep.
Maybe I should go and get that guy on. We got. Oh no, those are my halloumi fries. Sorry, these are the chicken fries.
Ooh.
One's curly. Oh wait, one's curly. One's not.
So
Yeah,
you.
I mean they all look fried. So it's not exactly what healthy to me, is it? Yeah, me, I'm more fried than the other. Yeah, Pete.
You find two berries that are quite interesting. The first one appears to be a single, kind of growing a bit like a pineapple, but a lot smaller. It's a blue fruit with a very sort of tough hide, and it's cold to the touch. If you pick it and you bring it to Bronwyn, she can identify it enchantment if you wish, or you could just try and eat it. Either.
Eldane would just bite into it, but Gellick wouldn't.
There's another one that's interesting, and this fruit is small and red, kind of like an apple, and you only find one of this color. The rest are green, but one is sort of
Delicious.
red. And this also appears to be unusual. You're not sure what the properties of this one is? Kinda. And that's going through my storages up there. What's happening? Oh. I don't know. Kobo?
Yeah.
Oh. You suspect that one of them might get smushed. The soft one by the hard one. The
Yeah, that does make sense.
But so as I say, the blue one is cold to the touch. Remains cold, even in your pocket. It's not cold enough to stick your tongue to it, but it is cool. And
Boo.
let me see.
Well, clearly you haven't been out in the wild up north.
No.
Heat? What else makes us beings?
What makes creatures? How did Rochelle come to?
How did Rochelle come to be?
Ooh. And then you use cold.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just
Of course.
the heat helps the fire, doesn't it? I mean, the air helps the fire to and the cool quenches it. Yeah. Meant. I like that perspective. But yeah, you have some ways to identify what it does. You could ask someone super knowledgeable. There are creatures who would know. And I would say but yeah, you can choose to identify, or someone who died might know. Someone who used to hang out in this place a lot.
Someone who used to hang out in this place a lot, yes. And who also happens to be dead. I
Yeah.
wonder who
I wonder who
that could be referring to. I might have gotten distracted with the four elements and the hearts and the softs and Rochelle coming into being via divine intervention.
She was creatured into existence.
I mean, I guess that's true. I'm asking about the berries.
Okay.
Is
So-
that the thing?
Yeah. So Farah. Motto thing. Yeah. Out of season. But yeah, Farah goes these two fruits are familiar to my people. The first one will grant you immense strength. And the red one, that one will extend your life. Unfortunately,
Damn.
it will do me no good.
I mean, yeah.
Lol. Get right.
Mhm.
Uh, um,
I to be sure, that is what I said.
there is a well. Should have said temporarily. So I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
Maybe give it to Oren, since Oren is gonna be the one distracting all the orcs.
Yeah.
Oron sneezes somewhere in the distance.
He's like got his face shoved in a giant flower, and he's just Achoo!
Right, know that one.
So yeah, you can make a note of those. What is that you're giving? Oh, look at that! A scented candle.
A scented candle.
Scented. Very. Also pad.
Oh.
But
That wasn't working.
Yeah.
10 or less.
So that was the so that's your guys' 4 hours. Does anyone else have anything else they'd like to do in here?
Salt.
Nothing for you, Nat. Okay. Yeah. No worries. So
Oron's picking
make
some
sure-
dirt.
oh, say again.
Oron's picking dirt up and then putting it back in the hole and then cursing under his breath.
Oh, make a nature check actually. Who would this be? Be Oron.
Okay. I got +1. There you go.
Huh. Even
Oh,
you can tell. Even you can tell with your limited knowledge of growing things that this is some of the best soil you've ever seen.
It takes a mental note to come back.
Come back and take barrels. Who can grow the farms? So I think we should click that bit. So good soil this. Anyway, yeah, we'll you guys set off, leaving Paramia and Bronwyn. Bronwyn sort of starts inspecting her wound and find out if anything happens as a result of that later. But yeah, you guys, I'll say for now, Laminaria will also stay. So that gives me you guys to play with. Okay. So, approaching at night, that was the plan, right?
I think so. So the idea is basically to distract them into leaving the chieftain vulnerable.
Would it need to
I'm
be
not sure how that's gonna work. Yeah.
Why don't we poison those berries and then give them as gifts to weaken them, and then we just take them over?
You know what? I'm down. Like when I put that idea out there, I was hoping people would come up with ways to actually make it happen, but that no one did that. So
right? Bear with me. I've got to upload night variation. Delete many other things. Nice. Yeah. None of you have dark vision. Oh,
No, dwarfed them.
okay. This. Bear with that. a black. Yeah. They're all right.
Yep, all of the interwebs.
That's true. All of the interwebs. You know what? That's a valid point. Oh. Thanks for that. It's a good ad break. We should actually have a real ad break. Yeah.
Bluff! You keep it down. Who are you talking to? All you can hear in your head is your voice echoing in that closed helmet.
Your secret.
We have learned a great deal. There we go. I have uploaded. You've given me the time to upload the maps, but I do need a Wii. So maybe we should do that. No, keep the product placement.
Yeah.
No.
Mm.
Oh. Wow.
Per hour.
I'll just sit for a whole hour, not move, and you can just imagine.
So, first thing I need is, give me a perception check, everybody.
Can't see.
Can I
Yeah.
can I use my passive?
If it's lower than what you roll,
Okay, that's understandable.
or if it's higher than what you roll, I should say.
Okay, because the previous one was basically a no.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Okay,
14.
so you
yeah.
need. So it would be what?
My passive is 20.
Okay. Because you'll have a minute to do this as you're traveling forward. I have a reason. I mean, so. Minus. How is it that you only have +5 and yet your passive is?
Because I have observant.
Oh, right, it's that one. Okay. Yeah, I'd say you can use that for this. So you observe a few things, Temple. So the first thing that you see, is basically a shaft of moonlight coming down. So the moon, as you get closer to this temple, seems to grow unnaturally large, and there's a distinct shaft coming down right into the middle of this, which makes it almost a beacon, in the dark. And then as you get closer and go over certain ridges, you're able to observe white walls, and you see torchlight as well, and you also see blue roofs above the white walls. So this is the lay of the land. Yeah?
Oh, man.
I'm not going to reveal the middle bit, but I'll
I
reveal
see some
the roof.
orc boys already.
Yeah.
There's some orc boys.
Or So there's also two sort of higher towers, one on each side, and trying to reveal the. So you can't see inside the fort, but you can see the walls and the orcs positioned on them. Also, roofs here and here. And whilst you're looking at that, I'm gonna go have my pee.
Fair enough.
And before we do go, everybody should probably roll as a group stealth.
Or I don't
Well,
like
speed of
that.
what?
Oh fuck!
Well, we're off to a good start.
Yeah,
You
you see,
with me in the party.
our party is
Although,
just
I would
not built
say-
for stealth.
I would say this might actually be a stealth roll that isn't disadvantaged because it's visual only.
I mean, it's still a 4.
Yeah, but it would be a 10 for Tom. Okay, not terrible. Averages out probably to about 15 or so. No, maybe 14. 14, 15. Anyway, right. Break time. I need to pee.
He,
Fair enough.
Brick.
he needs to pee, he
Yeah.
needs to smoke, and that man at bottom, well, I don't know, he'll be eating some stringy things, I think.
Eating stringy things.
He is stringy
Eating
things.
string things.
But that's none of
You
your
want the gay
business.
bacon?
The gay bacon, yes. Gaping, some people call it.
Bacon, yes.
Oh yeah, look at that thing.
Tastes like. Right. Have we stopped streaming yet? Have we
No, I'm still going, Duck. Don't you worry.
I'm gonna just.
I'm not gonna edit this out either. We're gonna watch you go in bathroom. Oh, look at him go.
Ooh.
Ask this boy down here, eat some gaping.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, let's make this even better. I'll put a focus on you. Oh, hello.
Oh yeah, you can enlarge him.
I can enlarge him. Make him. He's getting
You
huge.
can enlarge.
Why can't I? Oh, there we go. Oh, he's.
Like French screen, and then you can edit them out, and then you can
Mm-hmm.
do it, and then you can go into the chat.
It is
and
such
talk.
an honor to be enlarged while eating bacon.
You can go view this on the interwebs. I mean, right now you can go on twitch.tv and view yourself eating gay bacon.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm looking at myself in the eyes.
Otherwise, you go to youtube.com/theduckandraven, and this is gonna be pre-recorded. So, there you go. You'll be forever eating gay bacon on the internet somewhere.
Forever bacon. Want to be forever.
This is my legacy.
bacon.
This is exactly what I want to be remembered for.
Oh, is that what the gay bacon was?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. Do you really want to gay your bacon?
I mean, the song as well
There
to
you
go
go.
with it.
That one's there.
Gay bacon. Gay bacon. Forever bacon.
Okay, so remember, it's 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's jam. Well, for anyone who wasn't watching the stream, he just went 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Anyway, Cowboy Bebop. Good anime. So we're back from the break, and there are things going on. There is a dwarf. There is an orc fortress, and
I mean, it can be a dwarf
from your
fortress in a
observation,
second.
maybe you could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 orcs. You can see at least 9 orcs guarding the place. There are 2 ruined sections, or 3 actually, that would act as a point of entry. There is the main gate here, and there is a ruined section here, and the whole eastern side of the wall has crumbled. And as you're observing, you do see a different figure walking the wall.
Hmm.
And you see this one. I'll make him big so you can
Enhance.
zoom in and round.
Oh shit!
Has he
This
made?
figure seems,
He has a metal broom.
yeah.
I was going to
So,
say, has he
this
made
one-
his chest hair into a scorpion shape?
Oh shit!
That seems to be a tattoo.
Oh,
You can see he has like it's a male and he has ritualistic tattoos. The you would know, Tom, as a smith. The weapon he's carrying has ritual significance. So
It's-
this one,
it's for shoveling all the shit that a bigwig normally shovels.
I don't actually know the ritual of these in real life, but he seems to be in charge of the orcs that you can see, and stops to discipline these ones who are playing cards instead of doing anything useful. He seems to be skinnier than most of the others, but despite that, seems to hold a position of authority. And as you're watching, he comes up to the top of the little arch and pauses there, seeming to be in reflection. Do you keep observing?
Quick,
Keep,
Oren, go challenge him to a duel right now.
I really feel like we should polish the plan, actually,
Oh, okay.
because we don't have shit.
Well, I thought that's why we were sneaking in.
Shouldn't well, if we were sneaking in and the objective is to kill the chieftain, shouldn't we distract everyone else so that the sneaking party can get in there? But how do you distract everyone but the chieftain? Surely the
was gonna
chieftain will
say,
go.
Surely it's the
We'll go
opposite.
head first into battle.
We should distract him, but not the others.
How? Well, I mean, sure. Let's just challenge him to a duel right now.
Yep, I'll do it.
Just quickly, go through what you know about these orcs, just so our dwarf is in the loop, and it might tell you who's who on this map.
Orc raiders, bad people. They killed someone.
Wow.
So they sent us to.
Yeah, they killed me,
to
Gran.
kill them. That's what we know about them.
With seven green shafts.
Over 100 years ago, Gran was filled full of shafts.
Oh no. Okay. Well, as you're watching, the orc
Well, I
with the
didn't watch.
tattoos goes down the after pausing for a reflection and walking the length of the wall, he goes back down into presumably the courtyard. Disappears from view. What was the chieftain armed with?
Can I make a history check?
Sure.
Because I have
I
no
make-
clue. It's been way too long.
Can I make a
Yeah, it
Smith's
has been.
tools check?
You haven't been filled in on this bit of the story, so I mean, you've got no frame of reference. But the 10 on history is probably good enough.
It looked like one of
To
those
remember.
things that you use to take bread out of an oven.
It does.
Right. He has like a pizza scooper. That's his
When
weapon.
only the most ritually of bread must be scooped. So on that 10, it is good enough to remember that the dwarf barman. Fucking dwarves are affecting my brain. The half orc barman did mention that his father wielded a great sword
Ah.
that was enchanted by moon magic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remembered all that by myself. Anyways. That's not the chieftain. At least I don't
So
think so.
Has Jamie become the elusive man?
oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh wow. Yes.
Oh shit.
Just needs the shiny eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got specialized. So given that information,
It's a very
What
orange
would you-
star behind you.
what's your plan to infiltrate one of these three points of entry? Or distract the orcs or what have you?
I think we should introduce ourselves. Go in the front door.
You see, I knew this would happen. It's honestly not too bad of an idea. Maybe we can lure them out. At least the chieftain.
Sorry,
So you have evaded them thus far, so you can approach this from whichever angle you want. Where would you like to approach the fortress?
So after
You
all,
said
So
the
we can
wall had
see-
collapsed. Yes.
We can see all of this from where we're standing, correct?
From a nearby hilltop, yeah, you're aware of this layout.
So, I mean, just a suggestion, okay? The only people, I think, if you wanted to sneak in, there's a couple of points. I think, but the easiest one would probably be this one here. Like, if you want to get
Yeah.
in. I mean, Oran will go for the front door, but there's also no one around the back here. So, and I don't know how you are with climbing, but I'm pretty sure Oran can maybe climb one of these walls as well. So,
Potentially.
yeah, it's really up to you guys.
I think
I think
the best
we should
way
send
of,
at least one guy to sneak in.
the
Sorry?
best way of infiltrating a place is to make it seem like you should be there.
Ah, of course. So we pretend to be orcs.
What's the D&D equivalent of a
Dude,
high?
what if we just like roll around in some grass?
Ooh,
If we do it really roughly, we could get that green hue and maybe.
I've heard that's actually illegal nowadays. You're not allowed to green face anymore.
Wow. Not since the great Tolkien raids of 19... yeah, the stonework on the backside is ruined enough that you could, with an athletics check, get up to the windows.
This one here, I'm assuming.
To the wall.
That would be an much easier athletics check to get up this small ridge that it's built on.
Yeah, this is kind of what Oron's thinking, is to jump in this way. And if you can sneak in, like if we could sneak in, the only people we have to get past is Archer 1 and possibly this Archer's on the ground. So
Yes.
it depends how quickly we could deal with them too, and if we could sneak past these guys on around the side. So either way, I think we've got 3 individuals, unless you just want to just climb in the back.
I mean, I don't know that we're gonna be able to do much. Like, we can climb the cliff, but probably not the smooth walls, because they are made to not be climbable, you know?
Well, it's not meant to
I
be a
mean-
fortress.
The
It
place
is
is- Surely there's a couple of loose stones
It
that
is
we could
a-
just climb up and get on.
There are ground floor windows, I believe. I'm just going to double check.
Oh, well, that changes things.
It's like the first iteration of Japanese strongholds where the ninjas could just climb up the walls, and they were like, "Fuck, we should have thought of that. Let's make smoother walls."
have a-
And besides, if I get up, I have a rope. I could pull each one of you up one by one.
Okay, so there are
Not a bad idea.
no. The only place where there are ground floor windows. Oh, actually, there's ground floor windows all over the thing. So yeah, it's not a natural fort. It's built on top of a ridge, so it's the biggest obstacle would be the natural. But there are windows you could break. In most cases, the glass is still intact. There are higher windows at each of the 3 points, northmost points, but the sort of corridor. Hang on, if I can describe it. There's like double windows here, 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 and a couple more sort of along this in pairs, and all along here, small windows that you could climb through one at a time. So it's up to you how you want to, where you want to approach it from. Either way, getting close will require you to pass a stealth check to get past the archers who are watching. But the different orc that you saw is not there currently as well. But it depends how long you watch for. Are you observing for a longer period of time? What do you think?
I say we watch for a bit longer. What's the current time of day?
It's about 9 at night at the moment. If
Right,
you
well, we should definitely go in cover at night. Can we roll about orcs, like to see if we know anything, like either as a nature check or society? What you want to do?
yeah, I guess it would be a history check.
Barbarians, every single one of them.
So Oron knows next to nothing about orcs, I'm afraid, but
Never seen an orc before in my life. Maybe I'm far away, but
They're those
No, that's
green
close.
guys over there.
Drumore, on the other hand, you know that they're. So for everyone else except Drumore, I think that your level of knowledge is about they're a sort of brutal and warlike species who have been known to cannibalize, raid, and things like that. Generally not well regarded by civilized folk. Drumore,
Massive cocks.
they eat their own people. I heard.
you know that they have massive cocks.
No, they are. They are. That's different.
No, sorry. Civilized folks have tiny penises, but these guys, fucking hell.
You know that they.
I'm gonna need evidence of that remark.
I would say you know a lot more things about them. Some, well, let me see. Pretty much any lore that you'd typically know. Let me see. Can I tell you any interesting tidbits?
Yeah, do they have any resistances? Can they see in the dark? Do they have any
They can.
special ability you should know of?
They can see in the dark. They are attracted to strength. So the stronger the chieftain, the faster he'll gather other warriors to their cause. Their way of life is very warlike. That to them, it's all about what you can pay. So taking this structure would probably be seen as, a status gain. There's orc female warriors, but in most cases, females are not well regarded. They're more a possession than anything else. They have been known to foster, half-orc children in this way. I'll let you imagine.
Oh, okay, so wait, we're getting into the territory where Wizards of the Coast don't like it. What he's basically saying is these guys go out, they raid places, ump a few women that don't want it, and then...
Yeah. They do have some abilities that makes them very good at doing this. One is that their aggression is legendary. They can move quickly towards combat. They are very strong, obviously. Commonly wear not leather armor. They don't really have the facilities to create iron tools and such. so they generally use items that they've pilfered. They are good at leatherwork, however, and sometimes use poison.
Well, the boss didn't look very strong, so maybe we could just challenge him to an arm wrestle, and we'll become the new owners.
Yeah, if you prove yourself stronger, they'll lose faith in their chieftain, you would know. And
Maybe it's just them.
they
We're talking about stealth. If you want to go in the front door, I'm more than down.
Well,
one thing.
I feel 16 strength, so
One thing you'll know is
Oh,
that
feeling around at 17 myself.
oh, you are a strong boy.
I'm no weakling, but I don't think I can stand up to an orc.
one thing you'll know is they have been known to follow non-orc warlords for short times. Usually, this doesn't go well, but it has happened.
We could make this a new long-term thing then. You say they only bow down to aggression.
Aggression and strength.
Or I'll crack his fingers. I can be aggressive.
And yeah, you could do that. You could issue a formal challenge.
So after all of this stealthing about, we just charge it,
You could.
screaming
I
at
mean-
the top of our lungs.
I think
Oh,
charging in is not a terrible idea, as long as we also hedge our bets by having someone.
Why don't we put our fastest member first?
No,
Right?
don't even know
And
where
then
you
the
got
rest
this
of us
idea
just
that I'm
walk
so
up to the
fast.
front
I'm
door.
just a guy.
Look at those legs! Look at those legs!
Also,
They're always making
then-
it run places.
They're not really into the speed side of things. They're more into the stamina side of things.
Oh, shit. By the way, one last thing, Tom. You, with that excellent history roll, it something twigs in your brain, and you remember they use shamans from time to time, and that orc that you saw walking the wall, most likely a shaman, so capable of using magic.
That's why he's the one in charge of the pizzas.
Yes, yes, he does.
Cooks
He
them
makes
to
magic.
perfection.
Shaman?
Yeah.
What's wrong with shaman? It's not shaman.
Oh, it
No,
was shaman.
no.
Shaman.
A shaman.
No.
Shaman. Shaman sounds like a name.
It does. It sounds
Not
like
the Shea
shamans.
Baker.
Shaman.
He's got the Shea Baker.
It's a shay.
Shea bacon.
A shay man.
A Shea
He's
man.
gonna give us that. He's
Shame.
gonna give us that. What's this? The Shaymaker.
Shea Maker. That's his nickname from now on.
I know.
The Shea.
So
You
Layla on his
can't
thing. It's
smell
Hey
what-
Layla.
What the shay is cooking.
Anyway, so yeah, what's your plan? Do you think you want to keep observing for about an hour, or
Right, if we talk for another minute, I'm going to walk up to the front door and I'm going to start cutting some orc heads off. So you guys decide what you're doing now before I start walking.
I still think we go for the challenge him to an arm wrestle route.
I don't know that arm wrestle is the right way, but
It
yes,
could be a
let's challenge him.
murderous
However,
arm wrestle.
sorry. To be sure, we should challenge him. However, we should also hedge our bets. Get someone. I can keep watch. Shoot him from the back if necessary. We're not here. Well, I'm not here to honorably fight a fucking orc. I'm here for some coin and to stop this just murdering band roving around.
Well, what I'm hearing is you're a bit of a coward, so I'm hedging bets on this one instead. I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Oren.
okay?
That's not what hedging bets means. That's just doubling down.
What about you, Neve? What's your take on it, Neve?
No. Oh, you've just cast Shield of Faith. You
Yeah.
Can it double stack?
No, I don't think they do.
We're not.
It's just it's 2 bonus.
No, you can't. You can't double stack it. You can cast it on yourself though. If you're...
A mirroring field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range, granting it a +2 bonus for AC for the duration. Does not say it don't stack.
I think you're not allowed to stack two of the
No.
same.
Yeah,
Anything
anything.
does not stack.
Boring.
Yeah.
Technically, it's the same with actual
Says I get
shields
base
as
rules
well.
this. 'Cause it's a
Boring.
bonus that doesn't stack. It was like a competency thing. It would. Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah,
Just 2 layers of shield.
I will cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
Um,
So, what's the duration? Is it a minute or is it
oh, that's a good
I
point.
think it's an hour, isn't it?
an hour?
An hour?
Oh, up to 10 minutes.
Oops.
Up to 10 minutes.
I don't want to do that.
Better make
Oh,
it. She'll just say, "Let's make this count. We've only got 10 minutes."
Well,
Right
let's
then.
go.
Oron pulls his pike out.
I
So
want
you're
to
going in the
sneak.
front. You're going to
I
sneak?
want to sneak around. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll break off from the
So-
group.
Put yourself. I've got a Neve here, and I'm not sure
Look
who
at
wants
this
it.
this pussy thinking he can go in through a back door.
Alright.
Drewbar, you want to grab yourself and your. Grab your wrapper.
Hang on. Drew Barrymore is going to struggle getting his character out.
So I take it Kalak is heading for this entrance?
Sure. I mean, I want to be in like a vantage point where I can potentially shoot someone in the head if I have to, or maybe the next. That makes
In
more
that
sense.
case, here's a fairly high point, but you'd want to probably get onto the wall.
We can get you
Yeah,
on the
that
roof.
is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
We're winning. But it looks like there's covered roof on the inside, so you wouldn't be able to shoot down.
Yeah, you'd be able to shoot into the courtyard and such, but.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Good.
getting onto the walls would be a good idea.
I think our
You
first
can-
plan is take out those surrounding on the walls, and then we could get into the courtyard and leave Kalak shooting from above.
Sounds good.
Something like that. You can climb it. It'll take an athletics check though. But
Let's go. Conan
So-
walks forward.
so as soon as you set foot
All
on
right.
the road, these orcs just go. They stop and stare and just go, "Alarm, humans! What
How
are
you doing?
here? What are you doing? You're not
Trying to make
supposed
some
to be here."
conversation.
I'd also like to point out I'm not an Ooman, but this one wants to challenge your leader, so bring him out.
Challenging the leader. They just all start. They start laughing. The bow one appears laughing as well.
Well, what about you with a
Um,
big giant cleaver? Why don't we fight? And then you can see if we're worthy enough.
And
You and me.
Hey,
So
freak show! You ain't going
No
nowhere.
weapons.
going nowhere.
No weapons. Just me and you.
So you get a good from your position. You get a good picture of the front, and you see the shaman walking towards you, and you see him. He sort of rallies the others with a wave of his. What would you call that?
Pizza stick.
His pizza stick. There's a shout of alarm, and orcs from all over start coming to something of a crowd.
Kalak, whilst they're distracted, sneak in.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Would I get advantage if I try to sneak in right now?
Yes,
Hold
I
on.
would say.
Shouting as loud as he can. He's trying to get all the attention to the front of the gates.
So you see that the vast majority of
Come on!
orcs,
Got a show
start
for
moving
you.
So there's the vast majority come behind the shaman, and the shaman starts speaking, and he goes, "Are you issuing an official challenge to our chieftain?"
Oh, he thinks I'm the chieftain.
This would, of course, mean a merging of our tribes to the winner.
I mean, I'm down.
Merging of our tribes, you said.
I'm down for that if that's what.
Strength is built.
How do you plan on merging us together?
Well, no, we don't get into the details. Gran told me never to ask. We just We just do what the
No,
man
no.
says.
Always ask questions. I need to know the details. Especially if it's a
Voice.
business contract.
So he starts walking up and he goes, if you are not familiar with orc ways.
Oran steps one step forward slightly and reaches his hand out for a handshake.
The shaman sort of looks,
It's a human greeting. We shake hands.
orcs cross blades.
Well, why don't we do both? You shake my hand and then we can cross blades.
The only reason you're alive is that you mentioned challenge.
Aye,
Are you one or not?
of course. I'm issuing you a challenge. But I thought we could do so with some cordial conversation first.
He just starts walking back. Yeah.
I kind of like him. Can we keep him alive?
Alright, do you want him as a pet?
Pet, that's just rude. He's a living being.
My
So
God,
yeah.
he
Plural pets.
I was going to pay
So
him to
he-
work on my farm.
I guess that makes
disappears. He disappears into this double door.
Guess he's inviting us in.
He he disappears into that double door, and the orcs stand aside here.
Nice.
It's as close to an invitation to come in that you're gonna get. Meanwhile,
Oran gives him a nod of respect. He's like, thanks. Nice to meet you. All right, lads.
are you coming in, Neve, as well? And Gracker?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cracker's at my heel.
Some of the orcs kind of leer at you, Neve.
I just like she'll kind of. What's my? Give me a second.
Does anyone speak Orcish, by the way?
No.
We don't even know the language. We're over here like, yeah, we're taking you guys.
Apparently, I don't speak
It's
any
like,
languages.
You don't speak
don't think-
any languages.
You don't think they'd be kind of nervous, though, when like 3 guys just walk up to their gate and go, we want to challenge your chieftain, and then
And then freeze.
And just walk in.
And then freeze.
They think
You probably
you're.
would be nervous.
A few of them. Actually, let me
Especially
give me an intimidation.
if Jamie's
roll.
character is
Yeah,
pulling
really.
that face as he challenges him.
Neve just kind of she whoever's leering the most, she'll in deep speech, because I speak that, she'll
Okay.
just say, "Keep looking, and I'll gouge your eyes out."
Let me actually check.
Deep
How
speech.
close would that be?
Eh?
It's like
Make
assuming.
a-
I should know more languages. I realize that.
Oh,
Yeah, I've only got 2. Sure, I
Oh.
should know more.
Well, depends. Probably.
But I rolled a 2 on my history check for orcs, so it doesn't make sense. So I would speak orcish.
no, yeah, sure. I know nothing about them, but for
So,
some reason,
I'll decide
on my
later.
Duolingo
Yeah,
description.
Find this book.
So, so let me do. So, what was your stealth? 15. I'd say you're able to. Also, make me an athletics check, Kellogg.
Just remember to murder
Yes.
their women and children first.
This one without advantage, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Is there any reaction to my deep speech?
13.
Oh, sorry. Yes, there is. I need you to roll me an intimidation as well, Nat.
Oh, you wanted me to intimidate people, didn't you? Come on,
Yeah,
Owen.
yeah.
I know you're not that intimidating. But...
Yeah, both of you. Both of you.
Oh.
Oh, so most of them look, I would say, confused and slightly taken aback at Oran. They're giving you guys a wide berth. The one who was leering the closest is this one, And as you shoot him a glance and speak at him with this alien tongue, he stumbles backwards and falls ass first, broken fountain. And you can see him bonk his head on the stone, and he comes up rubbing a welt that's forming.
Everyone turns around and looks at him because they hear the noise. Enjoy your trip.
I thought that orcs were better than this. I didn't realise you were quite such pansies.
Moron looks at the dwarf. Have you met me?
So
Not even realizing he's the scary one.
you make it up to the wall here. As I say, there's windows along these walls, which you try and get into. Otherwise, you can try and climb this wall, which will be a slightly harder athletics.
Oh, you're coming up this side. Ooh.
Yeah. So once I'm up in the wall, there's basically no cover, so there's no way the archers won't see me, right?
These are like parapets, right? So these like edges, like crenellated parapets.
They're like low walls at the top.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're smooth though. They're not crenellated.
There's some barrels and stuff you could just like turn upside down and walk about in, you know? You could do Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, full on Solid Snake it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you think? What would you like to do?
I'll probably go into the window because I don't like the idea of this guy having just direct line of sight as I climb up.
Yeah. You do notice that all eyes are pointed inwards, even from the outer, the archers that have stayed at their post.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense, but I still wouldn't want to risk it.
Yeah. Okay, so you go up to the nearest window, which I will location. How did I do this? There it is. So the nearest one's right next to you, actually.
Nice. I'll go in that one then.
Okay. So make, I would say, sleight of hands or thieves' tools. Check.
I do not have thieves' tools, so I will have to do sleight of hand. Also, this
Okay.
character is really weird. I don't know what I was thinking when I made his stats.
Strength. Ooh, that's pretty good though. You managed to slide open the aged wood, and you hop in to this ruined section. I'm going to show you the lower. That. Bloody hell.
Ooh.
Oh, I can't. Ooh.
Ugh.
Ah!
The whole world shifted beneath us.
Yeah, that was weird.
Actually, let me just do back. There you go. So, you can't see a lot of this right now. I can't see the setting, unfortunately, but... Ah, shit, maybe I should. Let me recover things. Don't
No, I
look
want to
at
see it all. I'm looking at it all. Ah! My eyes have
It's
witnessed it
alright.
all.
What size? I could make a separate one for him.
Hey Pete, this is a really good map. I like it.
Wait.
Yeah, Jay,
Well,
did you know
You guys
that
are interested.
if you go to
could find this map.
patreon.com/dungeonweaver, you can get this map yourself?
Mm.
Small donation.
A weaver of dungeons, you say?
Oh yeah.
No, sorry.
Dungeons are
You could do your
Dungeon
own
Weaver.
dungeons.
Not Weaver Dungeon, Dungeon Weaver.
So
Right, I mean it's
just
different.
bear
If
with
the
me on the
if the
vision
dungeon
front.
weaves
You'll have to bear with me on the vision front. You can't necessarily see everything that you, as a
We
player.
know. We can stay in character. We're good.
Yeah. So there's an opening here. It's one of the first things you see. Seems to be a fireplace that used to back onto here, but that leads into a ruined sort of sleeping area from what you can see. This area is deserted, but there are magically illuminated lamps that seem to glow with moonlight. And there are a few patrolling orcs here. Most of which
Sorry,
looking
I'm getting really distracted by the music being "Come Ye Merry Gentlemen," but in like a fantasy style.
I know. So weird. So let me put on. This seems to be. Oh, did I put them all in place? Yeah, more or less. Okay, so you're still, and you're currently these two orcs who are looking out and trying to. They're about to move out to the courtyard.
Okay. I will wait for them to pass and then walk this or sneak this way.
Okay. So you wait a little bit. They come out to the courtyard. This guy's on the next level, so you don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
It's on a whole nother level.
Everyone's going to make individual eye contact with every single orc. And just give them that nod. You know that like men do as they pass each other and they accidentally make eye contact. Go to that.
Yeah.
Alright? Alright. Hey, what's up?
So with your stealth, you successfully managed to get this far. However, the next thing that you see is a door. You can open this one, and what you see inside.
What's inside?
Is
It's a good movie. You should watch it.
So inside there's a temple, there's an altar,
Oh.
books of the moon worshipping religion, and you notice that the statues are of a elf or a ladry.
So clearly not these guys. These guys' original religion.
No.
No, they're like weebs, but for elves instead.
They're weebs.
You notice as well that the elves are the books are written in Elvish.
The elves are written in
All of the
bookish.
spines.
Hmm.
All of the spines have Elvish.
I do not speak Elvish.
Hold on,
This,
Kaz.
This area, by the way, you with your perception. Actually, what's your passive investigation? I've never got to you.
Yeah, I know. Let me see. What's my investigation? My passive would be 15 because my investigation is +0.
Okay, so some of the stuff you notice about the surroundings is that this room has largely been left untouched by the orcs. It's pretty much as it would have been left when it was in use, but it clearly hasn't been touched for a while. Where to now, O wanderer? There's another door here, there's upstairs.
I kind of want to get upstairs. I want to get to a vantage point where I can shoot people from where I can shoot people.
Oran's going to whisper to I always forget Tom's character's name, so he's just going to call him the dwarf.
I've been here the whole time. How dare you?
He turns around to him and goes, "You better move if you're still wanting this magic to work whilst we're in there."
So you're making a intimidating gesture at these orcs. Some of them do back off, but some of them start to creep closer, as if waiting to.
Oh no, you
Right, come and watch.
You're turning them on.
Come to see.
They're attracted to a strength, so you're kind of getting them riled up right now. And well, I don't know if you're into orc on human, but that might be where we're going.
This one, by the way,
Why must everything go this way?
This one, by the way, sort of moves away from Neve and hides behind. Sort of stands over here, trying to look tough, but as far away as possible.
I make my myself towards him.
Give
You
him a
make a
look.
right.
I do like a little stomp towards him.
He flinches.
Good.
Hold on,
And,
I think you should just charge him now. Just charge him and stab him.
No, I'm not
So-
good charge. You do this
So what?
respectfully.
So what? Kalax sees is this is the continuation of the library. Some of this has been ruined. You see, not as if they've been looking for anything, but just for the sake of ruining bits. But it's the surprisingly little destruction, considering. Tons of books. See, all in Elvish. There is another door that is closed up here.
Can I see out of these windows?
Oh, you can, yeah. You can, in fact, you could get onto the roof from
Yes, that is what I would like to do. I'm a little scared that this guy will see me, but
there. I think this guy was inside.
oh,
Like,
okay.
So,
Was
I'll
he not
have-
outside on the top of the roof? I didn't think he was inside. I thought that was why we could see him. Unless he's coming down.
No, he only appeared once. Pete shed the inside.
Once
Yeah. Let me see.
there's the guy standing up here, right? That was what Kalak was saying was why he didn't climb the roof, because this guy was on top and he could see directly in.
Yeah, that one there was
Uh,
up there, but I don't. He won't be able to see him anyway because he's got to look that way. Can't see. through.
Yeah.
This guy, I think, was. I think he wasn't outside. I don't think I would have put him on the.
Yeah, I mean, this. If he was outside, it would make more sense for him to be an archer, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was inside. So you don't have to worry about him. He's inside the table. But yeah, you can make one more sleight of hand to open this window.
Okay. Dice, don't fail me now. Thank you very much, dice gods.
19.
oh.
I'm gonna mark ones who were downstairs.
Is this open?
Yeah,
Ah,
but he is now inside because it's
Yeah, yeah.
about now that he emerges with a much larger orc wielding a two-handed sword.
Oran looks at him and goes, "All right, how are you?"
So this guy, you can see, is much taller and musclier than the rest, and he has grizzled scars along his body. There is also a slight facial resemblance to the half-orc barman that you met.
Oh, so you're
And,
the chieftain. It all makes sense now.
I think we met
So-
your son.
So he goes and stares down at you and goes, I am told that there's a challenge to be issued.
You speak really eloquently for someone who's meant to be.
Dumb as
Well-
rocks.
I'm just saying your comment's really good.
We do not concern ourselves of your human perceptions of our kind.
Yet you
All that
speak our
matters.
language.
Of course. Your language is easy enough to learn.
I agree.
Ooh, sick burn.
No, he's right.
But
Yeah, man.
Real easy. Went as a babe.
Low skill floor, but high skill ceiling. I agree.
he goes, this is your tribe then? This is all you have brought?
This is all I need.
And you will be challenging me personally.
Why, do you not think you could take all of us? With those muscles, I mean, probably be a fair challenge for you, but I reckon you could do it, don't you?
He sizes you all up. Make a... I want to say intimidation or persuasion.
I'm gonna persuade him.
You guys are so
We could
lucky.
haggle myself.
You guys are so lucky that worked. This could have gone so different. He sizes you all up, and then he smiles out of one side of his scarred face, and just goes, "I reckon I could. And after that,
Yeah.
I'll be taking your woman and your dog."
The dog's really good, so if you do take him, you take good care of him. Otherwise, I'll haunt you from the fucking grave.
Also, the woman will be fighting as well.
Oron reaches out to shake his hand.
You familiar with human greetings and deals of trade?
He
Hey, I am not something to be traded.
I'm not trying to trade you, Neve.
Better not.
Jeez, you could kill all of these yourself.
So he sort of he barks at Neve and goes, "If you're defeated, you'll do exactly what you're told."
And she'll snarl back in deep speech again because it sounds like proper nasty to listen to.
Is,
Oron lowers
I'll say I'll rip my tongue out first.
are we about to roleplay into
Oron
50
lowers his
Shades
voice.
of Green or something?
Really, you'd probably lose your cock if you tried anything with her. So
He
That's Ben.
he does take your hand in a vice-like grip and
predator
says,
handshake.
"I am familiar with your human greetings. Then, boys, you're gonna see some blood spilled today."
Looks
Let
like
the moon
meat's
with
back on the menu.
He's motivating. I like this. It's like one of those fight arenas I've been in and those dirty taverns, and they get the walk in with the robes. Can we get some robes?
So with this, the orcs come from every which way to form a proper crowd. They come down the stairs. He would be over here. Even this one comes down. One emerges from the stables and comes. These ones come close, and the shaman starts. Let me actually see. The shaman starts chanting.
It still
And
sounds so
roasting.
wrong.
What?
Look,
Shaman.
he's not an orc, he's a
What do you
shaman.
mean? No, it's so.
We'll be changing
Yeah,
the
they
name
they
to
all
shamans.
basically leave the walls. So right now, if they were to be attacked, they'd be completely vulnerable. But they all form a ring around. There is no one but the orc chieftain in the middle, and the rest start banging weapons on shields. Bows are stowed, and instead they start stomping. The ale starts flowing as well.
Can we
as
get
they
some more
come.
music? You got a horn?
And there, let me actually find some.
Get some more drums? And he's good with a mandolin.
The drums from the deep.
Hang on.
Well,
let
now
me,
that what the fuck do I do? Because that worked out.
What? Can you play some music?
I'm working on it.
Oh, look at that. A woman who doesn't know any better. What are the odds?
I forgot you had that one. That one's better.
Oh, do I still have
there's
Tono
something,
Secreto?
Tono Secreto. Let me
I don't
see
think
if my
that was the right
computer-
one, was it?
Hmm? Oh, okay, bye.
Bye.
I got it. Got it.
Bye.
Here we go.
What the fuck?
Oh no! Come on.
So, guys, should I go sword and shield? Board. Axe and board, or should I just go?
It only really works when you say sword and board.
I know, but axe and board because that's what I've got. Or
I
should
would
I go
stick to. I
Oh,
would
we've got some
personally stick to
roll
action
singers?
board.
axe and board?
Yeah, this is like the sacred right of orc combat. So
One of the shamans is like throat singing in the background, and Oron's
Yeah.
just getting well into it. He's like, "Yes, yes,
You guys
More
know how to
pain.
put on a show."
War paint is spread. War paint is spread on the orc chieftain's body, and he pulls out the sword and holds it up to the sky. You notice, particularly those of you trained in religion, he seems to be making an observance to the moon.
Probably should have fought him in daylight.
Oh, yeah.
And
Well, if we had remembered that he had a moon sword.
Well, just put it this way: if we beat them at full strength, they have to respect us even more.
That's true.
So,
yeah, correct.
Just remind me, because I always forget. Paladins, can they change their spells on a long rest or no?
no.
Yes.
I thought it was only on the level up they could change. I thought it was permanent.
No,
Otherwise-
they prepare. Yeah, they prepare their spells.
No, they do. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Cool. That's fine. Give me a second.
Okay. Getting the
Like
turn order out.
rapper's gonna come in with orcish and just start rapping in a second. What the fuck?
So roll initiative when you're ready, everybody.
Sure, but before, if he's putting on war paint, Oron's gonna take his pike and set it on the ground, like here,
Shit.
Oh.
and then draw his sword and board
Okay.
or axe
His accent board.
and board. This is his pike because it's really long.
So long.
Shit, yeah.
That's a pike's whole thing.
It's long.
Don't forget to roll for Grak.
Yeah.
Wait, should we leave this on the dramatic cliffhanger?
We could do. It's about that time.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
To bed.
But yeah, things are. You got some good rolls there to avoid getting massacred. To be fair, what's going to happen if you're able to beat him is another thing.
I heard that orcs are a lawful neutral, so
You know what's hilarious?
they've got to do it.
Oron and the chieftain have the exact same initiative.
Ooh.
Hilarious.
Oh yeah, you do. What's your dex?
My dex is a +2. Yeah, +2.
You're ahead of him then. Boy, this should be interesting. I don't know how this is gonna go. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, we'll leave that for next time. And I'm looking forward to this combat. It should be cool. Meanwhile, Tom's just.
I love how none of the orcs know where Halak is either. It's great.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I can use Zephyr Strike to shoot an arrow and then slink into the darkness and be like, nope, don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You theoretically could. I wonder what's going to happen after. Because if you lose, you're pretty much going to be taken into captivity, and that could be bad. But
Oron becomes an orc slave. Oron's going to become the orc chieftain from the ground up.
I want to see the marriage proposal between the orc chieftain and Neve. That would be funny.
I think that's
Like, yeah,
that's the true battle that he's gonna lose.
yeah. And then shock twist, Neve becomes before
The orc chieftain.
The first
Probably.
female
No, no,
chieftain in the
no,
American, in the Draigtir history.
Yeah.
I might change her alignment.
Pure evil.
I'm not feeling the neutral good at all.
Okay.
You're just evil.
Yeah, and I am now chaotic
being-
evil.
being-
Fuck you.
You could be lawful good and be badass. You know, there's paladins that are good no matter the cost.
You would say that.
I mean, the main part of paladins is kind of being lawful, so you could just go lawful neutral instead.
Following the law is easy. Being good isn't.
Yeah.
True.
Being good is
Make sure it
easy.
goes along with
We're
your
all
tenets.
we're all born with good in us. We choose to do evil.
Except the orcs. They're
Except
born
the
with
orcs,
bad
they're
evil.
just born evil. They don't get a choice.
They don't get a choice.
Fuck all of that jazz.
Guys, it's
group.
just culture. They're
Yes.
just a different kind of people.
They're just
okay?
a different kind of
Of course.
people
Simply
who have
right.
no choice but to be evil. So says Tolkien. That's what we're basing this on.
What? No.
What?
Do you not remember the Great Tolkien Wars of 1952?
Tolkien
by
made
the
his
way,
choice. We should abide by it. Everyone's evil.
I wonder if
Jesus
What's your-
says you're evil.
what's your guys' passive perception? What's Drewmore's actually typically?
11. 12, sorry. Mine's is 12.
13.
What
Ooh.
do you want? Sorry?
Drewmore's passive perception. He's the closest to this campfire. So just to give you an idea what might have happened here, these stains on the ground, they were once blood,
Yeah.
and some of these bones are not from ants. That's just put that out there.
Some of these bones are not
Yeah.
like the others.
Yeah, if you lose, you may die. That's all
They're
I'm
really-
saying.
They're really big bones.
Yeah, that one seems to be a horse bone, but we'll get
Oh,
into
what an excellent way to finish this. Some random bot has just popped up and gone, best views on vbotview.ru. That's
that.
the
Yay!
that's the sponsorship
yeah.
for this stream.
Thanks,
vbotview.ru.
Are you? Oh, they're Russian.
Guys, be better than bots. Subscribe, click the bell. You
Yeah.
want to some more.
Whoa, what the fuck is this professionalism? We're not. This is not us. Can it, Jamie?
Whoa.
Fuck's
Can
sake. Fuck's sake.
Oh, you know
know if I
what?
can have-
You know what, Mr. Raven? Maybe we should be professional.
Mr. Raven.
It's like you actually
being
want to turn this into a
requires getting
thing.
paid.
It's like you're listening to what I've been saying all this time and saying, let's turn this into an actual thing and being professional about it. Rather than a guy that does the streams who's a fucking bellend most of the time.
Well, that's not nice to talk about Pete like that.
Whoa!
Wow.
Actually, no jokes. Rochelle does an excellent job of streaming
Yes.
the Draigtir episodes when I'm not here.
Oh, this
Any
is
final
interesting.
messages for the
Right.
professionalism?
Ding the bell.
Um,
And
Ding
listen
the
to some
dong.
more.
Yep.
And
Final message.
Yes,
follow
always
Dungeon
ding
Meet
dong.
on Patreon and Instagram
Final-
because
Oh yeah.
they're pretty good maps.
And give me a fucking
And
writing
they
wanna-
job.
And if you want to
They
see
are
more of us, go on YouTube.
Lovely.
Duck and
Check
Raven.
out YouTube for past episodes and to see how our intrepid heroes got here. And now that we're at the end of their journey,
Maybe that
uh,
maybe that should be what the next episode is. Is just
Spoiler
Aaron
alert.
dying on the
They
floor, and he's
FaceTime
like, "You're probably wondering how I got here."
yeah,
That would make a really good short.
just an orc
Yeah.
foot dragging his face
You're
into
probably
the
wondering how I got here. Well, it all began one day when my house was destroyed.
yeah.
Fucking hell.
We haven't unraveled that mystery yet, but we will. Oh yeah.
Spoilers: Aaron died.
Goran did die once.
He didn't like it, so
well.
he just came back to life.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
Hey.
Understandable.
Anyway,
He didn't have his house in heaven, so
Pete, say bye.
Say bye. Goodbye, folks. Thanks for watching. And we hope you like this classic take on fantasy. Orcs are not good.
No, orcs are not Mexican. As a Mexican, I can tell you, the
Yeah.
goblins are the Mexicans.
I don't know, Andres could have fooled me.
Well, thank you, I guess.
And that is the lesson of today. The real goblins are Mexicans.
Yeah.
Instead of the demon, I should have just got a picture of Andrew.
Can we change
Me,
all of
me
these
with the
pictures
knife.
to
The one with
pictures of Andres, please?
Just,
Just different photos of him.
yeah.
Andres, can you get a hold of a bow and an
It's just-
axe and just take lots of photos of yourself in different poses?
I can get some swords because like three different friends actually went to
Okay.
Toledo, which is a city where people just sell a bunch of swords. So I can
Okay.
take pictures with different swords, send them to you, and
You
make
need to
tokens
get a
out of them.
traditional
And that
and
is-
some traditional Mexican old weapons as well, so we can truly get that Mexican orc vibe going.
Right. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to get there.
Wait, are we talking conquistadors, or are we going even further back with like Aztecs and shit?
Yeah,
No,
like
you can-
stone knives.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Mapahuitl.
Yep.
I mean, I'm pretty
No,
sure that
hold on.
Andres' heritage is actually the conquistadors and nothing to do
It
with
is. It is, but
We need to get like really awesome metal armor and really
I
fine.
gotta admit,
I mean, I'm down.
the Conquistador helmet's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid helmet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, for the
Yeah.
third time, bye
Yes.
everyone.
Bye.
Why? And if you've got turrets, fuck off.